Stuka Joe here for another impromptu live stream video. This is what I call a prepping up video. I'm preparing this game, which I'm going to film a playthrough. And this is A Splendid Little War. This is a game designed by Andy Nunez and published by Legion Wargames. Originally published by Khyber Pass Games, but now Legion has published a new version. Actually, it's mostly the same game with some improvements and errata. And we got Tony's Board Life. Hi, Tony, how you doing? So this is a little video, another kill two birds with one stone video. I'm filming, for those interested, using this is called the Streamlabs app for the iPhone. I discovered it midway through the Consum World Expo. It's a great app for shooting live streams. It's not choppy like the YouTube app. So I'm using that here. And what I will be doing, I'll be showing you around the game a little bit, and the next video will be a setup video. I'll be setting up the game. That's going to be an edited video. And the video will be setting up the game, explaining any relevant rules that are unique to this particular game. And then we'll have the scenario that we will be playing. Here we have the rule book. The full campaign game here has 28 turns, but if I film that, that's going to hijack the channel for a month. So I checked the scenarios, and we have here, for example, the scenarios. Let's see if I can find the scenarios now. There's a campaign game. Okay. There's scenario 1. El Caney, that lasts 1 turn, so that's too short. Scenario 2, San Juan Hill. Well, scenario 1 lasts 2 turns. San Juan Hill lasts 2. And then you have this scenario, which is the one that I'll be playing, which is the Battles of July 1, that combines the first 2 scenarios. And this lasts 3 turns. So I think 3-turn playthrough series are nice because, you know, they're not too long, and you get a good idea of the game by watching 3 turns. So this is a recreation of the Battle of Santiago, the campaign of Santiago de Cuba. Santiago de Cuba is one of the key cities in Cuba. The map is a standard 34 by 24-inch map, paper map. And here you see the city, the harbor. The Spanish have a series of forts here. And they have forts to the south, like you see there. And they also have some forts here to the north. There's some hill terrain. You have there San Juan Hill, where one of the important battles was fought. You have some swamp terrain, river terrain. So it's a one-mapper, which is right up my alley. And then here we have the counters. The counters are 0.6 inches, so a little bigger than 5/8 of an inch. They're color-coded. I don't remember. I'm midway reading through the rules. I don't think this is a chit pull game, but it's a game that relies on command, and you have to be within command range. Black Panzer, how you doing? And for example, that green stripe there denotes that there's going to be a commander, and this unit has to be within command range of that commander to have all its functions available. So you got to keep an eye on that. In American units, for example, that unit has this commander, General Lawton, and the four in the middle is the command range. So he commands the 2nd Division. And some American units are For example, I don't know if this, I think this is a regiment of the 2nd Division, and if it suffers a loss, you can break it down. So that's why you have a lot of counters, but not all the counters are on the map. So you have infantry, and a cool thing about this game, infantry has a range of 2 hexes for fire. So it's not just zones of control adjacent. You can fire 2 hexes away, which is kind of cool. And we have American regulars here. And we have, these are Cubans fighting on the American side. And then they have an untried combat strength, which is also cool because you don't know how reliable they're going to be until they see the elephant. And then you have here the volunteers. These are the guys that fought with Teddy Roosevelt. And here you have the Spanish side. And I know there's a battalion from Puerto Rico somewhere in there. So there were Puerto Ricans fighting on the side of the Spanish here. So that's something of interest to me. So the Spanish have these units with that background and these other units, which I believe they're different commands, but I think that there's some units that can't move during turn 2. And maybe it's one of those, I think, dark brown units. And we got John Epen. So I'll be doing a setup video. What is a setup video? I'll be setting up the video. It's going to be an edited video. And setting up the units in their respective hexes, and maybe explaining some of the rules that are unique to this game. And then I'll be filming all 3 turns. Each is going to be a different episode. And I'm going to have some music, like an intro for this one. So that's basically what's coming up. And I'm going to end it right here. So thanks for tuning in to this unannounced impromptu prepping up video for A Splendid Little War by Legion Wargames. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And this is Stuka Joe signing off for now. Thanks for watching.